Ladies and gentlemen, back again. Episode 3 of Rank Shift. This is going to be a solo dolo. But don't worry if you like the interviews. We got some interviews coming. But just tonight, it's going to be a solo Vic show. If you don't want to hear me babble and yap, this is the time for you to leave. Um, where do we start? So, we're going to start with this is going to be my recap of me going to the home run derby. Me and my wife, we flew out to Atlanta, right? Got Ubered into Cobb County, Georgia, went to the derby. Normal flight. It was like we left Sunday night, late at night. Like I think our plane left at like 11. No, like at 10 o'clock. Our plane left, so we didn't really land with the time change. We landed in Atlanta about 8 in the morning on Monday, day of the Derby. Right? We go to the hotel. We stay at the Hilton something on a nice golf course, beautiful view. I will be just putting some pictures of stuff right here. Look at this view. I don't know what hole. This must be a hole either 9 or 10. I'm guessing it's either 9 or 18. Somehow a ball. Someone I don't know. There was a ball. And I could see the roof. Someone must have hit a shot 80 yards past that hole and landed on top of the roof. Or I don't know how any other way I could see a ball right there. There's no way a ball should be right there. Beautiful course. I did want to play, just did not have time. We were there, like I said, we get to the hotel like around I don't know 10, maybe 9:30 ish. Um, I will say we got an Uber, and the guy driving the Uber straight from the DR can barely even understand what he's saying. I know my wife checked out; she can't understand nothing. My wife she can barely hear. She definitely can't understand what this was saying, right? I kind of could understand him. It sounded like I was in the U7 stream, so I could. It's like I'm kind of used to that accent, and they talk really fast in English. The guy was a cool guy, super baseball head. Mets fan though. He's a DR dude from New York who lived over here. I forgot his name. But we talked about baseball for 40 minutes straight on the ride to my hotel. We also did get into a little bit of politics. I don't know how it got there, but he was a cool guy. So, um, get to the hotel. We just check in. We rest. We take a look. We just walk around. I went to the golf shop there. I got me a little poker chip, the Braves logo poker chip. Needed one of those. I wanted to get something there. Um, I said we rested for like 2 hours, right? It was about noon when we started moving around again. We go to the bar, get some drinks, right? We start drinking kind of early, and I paid for it, right? And I'll tell you, when I mean I paid for it, not money, I paid for it with energy. So we get there to the bar, we're chilling. Someone in the golf shop also mentioned, she's like, "Oh, you guys should just go there to the stadium now because they're partying. Basically, it's going on. I live right next door to it. You guys should just go now." I was like, "Yeah, let's just go. Right? We'll go." I think we get to the actual park. I did not get you nothing. I got you pictures of me. You can see them on Twitter. Um, the we get to the stadium. I want to say around 3:30, 4 o'clock. We hop into the stadium, easy picking. We get right in, dropped off right in front. My first time at Truist Park, Braves fan, lifetime Braves fan. And I did miss, as soon as I got there, we Ubered, we walked up, we could see a crowd of people and they're like making noise. We're like, what the hell's going on over there? We walk over there, and then some dude's like, "Oh, you just missed it. Otani and Acuna just walked by." I was like, "God damn it, bro!" Like, if I was there 1 minute earlier, I would have saw them just. But Otani and Acuna had just walked into like the shop or whatever they were walking back and forth to. We missed that, but I don't. I'm not super big. I don't know how to say this. Like, don't really get excited to see players, right? That's I don't know. I don't know if this is part. It's just part of getting old, and like, I don't know. Maybe because I have kids. I don't know, but not really excited to see players, right? I'm excited to be at the stadium. What's going, Busta? What's going on? Um, so I missed Acuna, I missed Otani, and I was like, I'm kind of hungry. Let's So in Truist Park, if you've never been, I'm assuming most of you, all of you probably never been. Um, it's like a little, I don't know how to explain, like a little town around the outside of the stadium that's like connected around. They call it the Battery, which it's just like one half of the stadium. You can just walk around it, and it's all restaurants and whatever, bars and shops. So we take a stroll to that, go all the way up and down. We walked from end to end before we decided which place we wanted to go to. So we ended up picking a pizza place. I don't remember what the pizza place was called, but it was one of those places that has the old school pizzas, the Neapolitan pizzas. So we smacked the Neapolitan pizza, spicy as hell. It was called Diavala, and it had like spicy ass salami for pepperonis. It was spicy, dog. Spiciest pizza I ever had. Um, was also there where I met that TikToker dude. Nikki something. Nikki G or Nikki C. The guy who does the videos, he puts like the belly on. He puts the fucking busta belly, and then he acts like an Italian coach. Spinelli, he just does like these skits, and so we were sitting eating pizza right next to each other. So then, yeah, I just said, "What's up, dude?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, "Congratulations on all your success, man." The dude's like, I was like, I wonder how many fucking followers he even has. Yeah, 1.5 million. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I just know him from those videos. What's going on, Jake? I just know him from this when he does the baseball coach, and he's just like, yeah, Susan, would you look at this? He's like does videos in third person, looking at himself making videos. They're funny. Um, After we eat the pizza, we go to Fat Tuesday. That's the big margaritas. We get a big margarita. Too much sugar. Don't. I'm never getting one of those again. Just too sweet, and sugar shuts me the fuck down. So we probably spent 4 hours just drinking and eating before and walking around in the goddamn sun before the derby started at 8. Uh, we went to the chop house during batting practice, watched batting practice from the chop house, having another margarita, another tall one, and the balls are flying. People are going, ooh, ah, it's one of those things. Um, Boom. Get to our seats. I'm gonna fast forward. We get to our seats. We get to watch. I told my wife this. When O'Neal Cruz came up, I was like, "Watch this, baby. This guy's gonna hit one over. He's gonna hit the Chick-fil-A sign." She's like, "What? What are you talking about?" Fucking O'Neal Cruz hits one 513 feet directly where I said he was gonna hit one. Ball was fucking kid. It was killed. We all saw it. The 513-foot home run. Now, what I will say, I'm going to give my opinion on watched a bunch of home run derbies on TV, right? Watched a home run derby on TV. So the experience is on TV, we're like seeing two cameras because of the stupid like we're watching the MLB and watching the hitters and watching the ball fly. The experience in person isn't that much better. You're watching the balls fly and they're fucking still pitching, but then so tell me this. I don't know if maybe you guys know this because I didn't watch the Derby last year. So when I saw the rules come up, it said that there was a pitch limit and the hitter had like a 20 pitch limit or a 27 pitch limit. I don't know if this is the first year they did that, but why do we have a clock and a pitch limit? What are we doing? Either have the clock or just have the pitches, or even better, bring back outs, dude. Because who wants to watch Jazz Chisholm hit 36 line drives down the right field line? Jazz Chisholm, I'm not joking. He almost killed this kid in right field 6 different times. The kid, the first time Jazz hits a screamer down the right field line, the kid dives for it, right? Whatever. He just didn't know that the next 8 pitches were going to be right at him. The next 8 swings were going to be 100-mile-an-hour line drive, one hoppers right at the kid. So he goes down for the dive, doesn't even realize the second one bounces over him. And then he gets kind of, he's like, what the? Because Jazz just kept hitting him right at that dude. Jazz, what do you like? Jazz had 3 home runs. There's always somebody who sucks at the home run derby. There's always like one guy. Remember when Cano hit none? So like, as much as you want to shit on Jazz Chisholm, one, he shouldn't have been there. They probably just wanted to throw a Yankee, and Judge couldn't do it, and Volpe couldn't do it. But Jazz Chisholm being there was just that was just a little touch. They're just trying to get a Yankee in there. I get it. But me being 30, almost 35 years old, a little bit jet lagged, and margaritaed up, pizzaed up, I kind of started to fall asleep at about, I'll tell you when. After Matt Olson went, that was the best moment of the night. It's just Matt Olson in his round. Everyone's chopping, the crowd's chopping. They're doing the song. That was the first time, obviously, me being there, just chopping and doing that shit. That was the best peak time. After that, to do an intermission, I felt myself go. I felt one of those happening, where like my eyes closed and then my head like do that. Did that a couple of times, right? And we get Busta, why do you keep laughing at your own jokes? It's just retarded. Um, the I start to fall asleep. They do an intermission. They start doing interviews. Did like a high school. These 2 high school kids came and did a home run derby. I was like, babe, let's get the fuck out of here, dude. I just hit the Uber up right there. Let's get out of here. We got out of there like in the middle of like the second round. If that makes sense. Like there was 4 in the second round, 2 we left on the second 2. Got our ass out of Truist Park. It was a beautiful time, right? Obviously, Big Cacao wins. He gets the home run derby card, and this is an MLB The Show podcast. We're now transitioning into MLB The Show. There, SDS, you guys are doing way too much with these collections. I mean, you literally, this has to be a second job almost for you to try to keep up with all this stuff. And then, like, let's say like you really suck at the game and you can't like nerf like I don't know, like Diamond Quest, and then you have to have all these stubs. I just feel like it's just too much. There's too much paywall stuff going on, and I'm 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 at my wit's end. I don't know if that's a term that should be used here, but I just feel y'all are doing way too much with these collections. I was almost certain they were gonna drop an All-Star Game 25 home run tie game home run swing off collection, and we were gonna have to fucking spend 100K to get a 96 overall Jonathan Aranda, right? I thought that was something like that was going to happen. Thank God they didn't do that, right? But when we go into here, collections, Busta, you should close your eyes. You might get erect seeing all these cards that you're never going to have. Just let me show you, Busta. I want to show just real quick. Let's remind Busta we have Carlos Beltran. Great card, Busta. I don't even know if you don't even have Roger yet. A lot of great collection cards here. What's another good card that Busta doesn't have? Oh, all of them. But so when it comes to usually when we have collections, we're usually able to skip one. Like when we get the next giant collection card in probably like a week, you're gonna be able to kind of skip one of the collections. And I promise you right now, I'm skipping this one. This draft, I'm not doing anything at all to try to get what it takes to get any to finish this collection. I'm not using any stubs. I buy if I guess there's a program, right? I'll do the program, but as far as like finishing this collection, I could not care less about draft cards. To me, these cards, not that they're not obviously they're going to be good cards, right? Obviously they're going to fucking juice them, but I just don't give a fuck about 17-year-old kids in the game that are just got out of high school. I just don't care. It doesn't excite me to get their card. Okay, so just do the conquest. It's repeatable. Yeah, so I have been gone for a few days. I'm kind of just seeing everything right now. What's happened? What is going on? But like I said, I just don't care to spend my time on this. This is the one I'm going to skip. I promise you. As far as getting Ethan Holiday, I don't care. I have to. All I have to do is finish. I have 3 games left of mini seasons to get to Schwarber, and then I'm gonna do one Diamond Quest to get Javi, and then I'll have Aaron Judge, right? So that's done, pretty much done. Let's check out this one right here. So since I was gone, I didn't even know that we can make predictions. So I completely missed out on this. The predictions. I'm not. Is this does this put me way behind the 8 ball or what? I have a feeling it's those. So it's just like a pack with base and did they give Jazz one of the 98s? Oh, no. Jazz is a 96. It was a free pack in the shop? Okay. What am I doing? This one's free? Okay. Bundles? Yeah, I mean, guys, don't fall for these. They're going to get you every time. Why didn't you go all out and go to the game? Because I had babies, bro. And I needed to get back. One day from my babies is just. Let me tell you this, bro. I haven't been away from my babies and I don't know how long. Never, right? My son's 2. I have not spent the one night away from him ever. Um, what are all these? Oh, I already have all these. Okay, I'll take that. And yeah, it's kind of cool to be away from your babies for like a couple hours, but after that, you just want to be with your babies again. So yeah, I just one day we in and out. It's a lot to ask of grandma to watch the babies, right? Like she's grandma. Um, yeah, I just got to get home to the babies. But yeah, went to the Derby. That was great. We're talking about this. We have to see collections, home run derby collections. So you need 7 to plead Cal Raleigh. Bases are 15. 15. So let's say that's 30. Let's say that's 45. Oh yeah, that's the program card. So you get the program card. Then you get to basically skip or want to bind one of these. Oh no, because Cal is the 8th. So you got to get all these. Junior Caminero, a 66 bomb. 68 bomb for O'Neill. This is another 68 bomb. I lost count of my math there, but So 180 plus what 45? 180 plus 45 is what? Two like 230 ish? 230K to get Cal Riley right now. It's very feasible, I think. This card, I mean, I know people are saying like, oh, his defense, who fucking cares? Hit the ball. You will win this game by hitting the goddamn ball. It's a switch hitting catcher with one. He's God, God Riley, and like I said, so there's that collection and the draft collection. I have no idea what this collection would run you. I think my buddy said, I think Pulse is the one who said this is gonna run you about 250K, maybe 300. I'm not gonna do all the math, but like I said, if you guys understand, for big collections, you're usually able to skip one, and like I stated earlier, that's gonna be my skippy dippy. I do not care about draft cards. Um, I feel like there was another topic on MLB that I wanted to discuss. We have Weekend Classic coming up. We are having back-to-back Weekend Classics, right? Or this is the first time they're doing two in a month. So you guys have the rest of this week to play. Get your rating as high as you can, and compete in the Weekend Classic. Not sure if they're going to make any changes to the Weekend Classic. They did state that I guess, that they might make changes. Dude, the last weekend classic was like 5 days, wasn't it? It was a long weekend classic. So yeah, we also what other content is coming up this week? I think this. I hope there should be no more content coming up this for the next 2 weeks, right? There should be nothing. Hopefully, coming soon. What's today? Today's the 15th. So tonight we have All Star Game, late night All Star Game program and conquest. Weekend Classic starts Wednesday. What? It starts tomorrow? What are we doing? It's not the weekend. What time does it start tomorrow, dude? In 13 hours? What time is it? So at 11 a.m. it starts Weekend Classic? God damn, dude. STS, stop fucking around, dude. You guys on my fucking nerves. I don't even have time to get where I need to get. I didn't intend to get mad right now. And on this, it's going to be a good night. You fucking idiots made it at Wednesday? At 11 in the morning Wednesday? God damn, you guys are stupid, dude. What am I even at? 791? I mean, I guess I could run into 5 buses tonight and just run right through them. I mean, I guess I'll make a push. I guess. Hopefully the babies don't wake up. I don't know. But I guess, god damn, dude. I don't even have time to go get my judge. My Aaron Judge. Before the classic. This company is, you guys are driving me up the fucking wall. But that's all we got for content. We got all the collections there. Um, yeah, MLB the show. I just please calm down. I understand All Star Week, cool, but you got to start spreading shit out just a little bit more, bro. It's like ridiculous, dude. Yeah, Weekend Classic starts tomorrow morning at 8 Eastern. No, I'm saying that at 2 Eastern. You guys are fucking stupid, man. What are we doing? It's literally eight. What, dude? The last classic ended on a Tuesday night or something. 7 days later, pretty much we have another weekend classic that starts on a Wednesday. That's around my nerves, dude. I feel like that's all I have for the podcast. How many minutes did I get? 25 minutes. That's perfect. 25 minutes for the podcast. We got some interviews coming up. I'm gonna try to for sure get 2 of them in before I head out to Cancun this weekend. But I leave on Sunday night, so I'm pretty much here for the weekend. And then yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen between that week while I'm gone. I might need some help around these streets. Keep me updated. I'm gonna be on the Mexican internet though, so you know how that goes. Um, guys, thank you. I'm not gonna say who's coming on the podcast. You guys just get the surprise when it happens, and yeah, I will see you guys next time on Ranked Shift. That's episode 3. GG to everybody.